UK. I mean, that voice seems to be cold by the sounds of it. I was listening to Passion Lisa's thing, National Lisa's live, and I think a few others. There seems to be cold all round. Just keep warm. There's this new way what you can get the what do they call them little candles. You put them in a little baking tray, you place them in there, and apparently you can warm up your house. Fundi Fee did it, so Fundi Fee said it works. So what I'm on here to speak about is basically Ali Carter being revealed. There is some great investigators on the YouTube streets. Great investigators on the YouTube streets believe that Ali Carter, for a very long time, I know you can hear my kettle boiling, right? Ali Carter, for a long time, there was loads of questions over. Let me go turn it off, actually. My kettle sounds loud. Ali Carter was always, there was always questions over her stories and stuff like that. Like Angela Stratton, I forgot her name, tried to make contact with her and her mum because she was going to try advocate for the people of who's being trafficked and different stuff. And she said when she reached out to Ali Carter, she got turned down completely. I do have a live on it. Mind you, I do see others going in even deeper into the wormhole of Ali Carter. Ali Carter, when you go to her live and you go and question her about certain stuff, or you'll say certain stuff, she'll block you, which is what I said on the community tab. She'll block you. She would not engage with certain stuff. Then, like, you'll see her at a broadcast somewhere. Then the next thing, she's saying she's Tupac's daughter, which is very weird to me anyway. Because, like, we already seen the thing with R. Kelly's daughter, thing that happened. So Ali Carter, that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. When Diddy thing busted and she turned out of the blue saying she was part of the parties and stuff like that, right? Fair enough. I can understand from Justin Bieber, because at least Justin Bieber, there was telltale signs in what he was saying and certain stuff. Though she was promoting saving victims of trafficking and all sorts of stuff, it just didn't seem. I mean, even though, like I said, there's no look to a survivor. There's no whatever, like, especially if you're running for your life. There's certain things that just didn't make sense, what was going on with her and her supposed mother. There was so many questions. But the YouTube streets busted it. I can see, like, how, I can't remember how long I discovered her to now, how it is coming out. Her real name and different stuff is coming out. Now, the sad fact is now, my thing with this is that how, if a real survivor surfaces to tell their story, will we listen to them? Because of this one person. And this is what I want to ask my audience. If a real survivor surface, will we be able to notice them? Will we be able to listen to the story? Because they've been taken by such a one like this, even though I have highlighted stories of survivors of trafficking and then sex trafficking and different stuff. But my thing with this is that how, what she's doing, she's stopping the real survivors, the real people from talking, and especially children, right? I did hear through certain videos that why didn't she take it to the police? Why didn't she do certain? Even though sometimes the police be working within the elite circle to which these children are being trafficked and certain stuff, because like I said, I've covered some stories and police was involved in a lot of stuff. So she, on the other hand, it was like now this, not that I need a confirmation, because Blanco read on her like ages ago. You know, Blanco never missed it, but there was always questions before that time. So now I am seeing that things are coming full circle, 360 degrees circle round the equator again, that this information is coming out. And yes, I'm going to keep watching it. I mean, the people who's been questioning and questioning, it's good when you question certain stuff, because when you get confirmation that it wasn't what it is, that it is, wasn't. And you say to yourself now, when a survivor of sex trafficking or any type of trafficking comes forward, right, will we recognize them? And I know there's people, real people that advocates for this. There's real people that really go out in the trenches, go and save children, women from all this stuff. Even to a case that how one person was driving and a van passed him, and you see a hand dangling inside the van. And what he did, he called the police, and that got stopped in the long run. So we do know that how there is people, moderates report, the genuine ones, who is for the cause, who is for the ones who will see certain stuff, and they will call it for what it is. Those, because there is a lot of truth speakers and there's a lot of liars speakers. So at the end of the day, this is how I look at it, right? She's come out for numbers of years, how long, been speaking stories. Even one time she told one story, I remember I had to put that video on private. It was so crazy. And I said to myself, right, you are traumatized from all that, but she was going in deep with the stories, like what was going on with the children. And even me was questioning. Even when I went to her lives, I was questioning her. Me and one of my friends, right, when we saw it was too good to be true, my friend said to me, you know what, right, she's lying. I said, yeah, I feel she's lying. And I started looking at this girl differently, because, and I don't like when I look at people differently. Okay, I don't like it when I do that. When I start looking at you differently, I don't feel the same way I felt when I first interact with you. And I was saying, and I kept going to the lives, and she was always muting the people that was asking her real questions, asking her, can we help you? Asking her, where, like, are you safe? Asking her, where are you? Asking her, I mean, when it came to the money, obviously is different, because, like, you know, when people get cash apps and get money on fundings, whatever, they're different. But then, even though she brought out that small video of I forgot what it is. I wish I can find it right now. There's a little video that she did that was advertising trafficking of children, and she was trying to promote it because she was going to radio stations, she was going to different platforms and everything, and she was outside doing what she was doing. But there seemed like there was no result. There was nothing happening, nothing. Right, there will never be, okay, right, this is what's going on so far. Right, we've done A, B, C, D, D, A, F, G, and now we got into this. There was no updates on none of that. Right, we'll never hear of a child being rescued, or never hear of something happened, or they went somewhere and they found children. We'll never hear of that. So to me, YouTube streets, right, as much as there is a lot of BS on the YouTube streets sometimes, right, there is clarifications and verifications on certain information, comparing to some of the people who do come out and they talk and they say certain stuff. Now, with people like Ali Carter, whatever her real name, the people's at first, because the people want to hear something that they are helping a cause. They are helping a cause. Mind you, there is real causes out there. There's real causes out there, real causes, proper causes, domestic violence. I mean, sorry, DV, um what am I thinking? Abuse, all sorts of things is going on. But like I said, these organizations you will never see because of people like her. There is genuine organizations out there doing work to help children from trafficking and stuff like that. Even the Sound of Freedom. The guy who was in the movie, the Sound of the who the actor played in the Sound of Freedom, that is a real cause. That's not pretend nothing at all. The man is genuinely going to South America saving children from these things. Now, so when somebody like her comes up and whoever that woman is with her comes and they con people. That's why I took that piece of video from the other content creator, because now people are seeing it isn't what it is. Because when you're saying, okay, it isn't what it is, oh, you're attacking her, oh, you're doing this, oh, you're doing that, oh, you're doing this. When in the case, right, you're kind of seeing how people behave. Because if you go to a person's live and they act and they saying they are this and that's happened to them, right? On YouTube, there is thousands of people talking about them surviving abuses, DV, grape, all sorts of things going on, right? And when they tell it different. It's a different way, it's a different thing. When someone who's just picking stories from different places or what conspiracy theorists has been talking about, and then they spin it and they remix it and they turn it into a story, and then to them it's like they themselves is even believing what they're saying. When you really check it out and you really check them, it's not what it is. The person don't seem genuinely what they are, and it's a shame because loads of us do want to join and be part of causes, right? But when like you're asking the person who is on a live on the screen questions and then they're blanking you or they're being extra or muting people for no reason, the people ain't even saying that negative to them. You yourself have to question yourself, is this person for real? Now, like I said, when I check for somebody, yes, I do generally check for people. I do it sometimes. I check. When I can't get to you, a lot of people, I check. But when I was going to her live, I was saying, "How are you? Are you okay? How is you okay?" And then I think I can't remember what. And then she said, "Ask me any questions." Everybody was asking questions. And then she started blocking people. People was asking genuine questions. I can't remember the questions right now. They were asking genuine questions, and she kept blocking. So I don't even know how she is on the other platform right now where she is, right? So I'm just saying to people, you have to be mindful of certain stuff when it comes to certain things like this, because there is children who is generally being hurt out there. Generally, there's general survivors and all sorts of things going on. Even today, the other day, I found out tropical juice was abuse. I didn't even. I mean, people will tell their story is in certain ways. You can tell by their eyes when you look at the person and when they're telling their story, and you look into their eyes, you can feel that story what they're telling. They're not just saying it because like they want views or they want money or whatever. Even if they are in a monetized situation, whatever, or not monetized situation, is how the person is relaying what they went through. And to me, I'm glad this is coming to the surface. Though Alexander always said from day one, Alexander that used to come on, Alex that used to come on my platform, he said that how a lot of people's going to get revealed. And by hook or by crook, that's what's happening in all different genres. From Diddy down the line, Jay-Z at one point, was continuous. So me, like I said, yeah, like I think most of us since that Ali Carter was lying, even with the Tupac thing. I think it was how can you look at how when someone comes out and say they are Tupac's daughter, and you guys are all right with that? That just shows you how easily the people are swayed. And after the R. Kelly thing with that young lady, right? You can't say, you can't just take things at face value. First of all, right, they got to go through DNA and all sorts of stuff. Yes, some people can look like a pop star, a rap star, or whatever, but in Ali's case, no, right? Maybe Tupac has a child somewhere out there. Who knows? We will never know. But for her to come out and say that she is Tupac's daughter, then some next story and all this, after that girl who was with Jaguar, right? I would have thought people learned their lesson after that, but people never learn, like they want to believe in something. So, with that said, all in a nutshell, right, it's just, I'm glad it's come to this right now, and I'm gonna keep watching and see how this pans out for Ali Carter. I don't know whether I'll be talking about it on my platform, but I don't know. I see how I feel. If it's, well, if I can get, if I get my time or not, I don't know. But it is what it is. This is 2025, and you know what? Like I said on my thing, I'm honoring myself as well. Like, so if I don't need to, I won't. I don't need to. I don't need to talk about it. You lot see what my platform's about. I ain't got nothing to prove to nobody, to be honest. I'm just me. I will just go to people's chat, do what I have to do, say what I have to say, and then come out, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean? If I talk to you on the back end, or I reach out, But like, if it's not precipitated the same way, I know from then on, okay, that's where I stand with a person, and I'll keep it that, like that. So, yeah, with the Ali Carter, people just going on like as though like this is all new, like you didn't know she was lying. She'd been lying from time, okay? And that's the point I want to say first and foremost. So with that said, in a nutshell, I ain't keeping this long-winded, even though I was thinking of going live today, but it's okay. I ain't keeping it long-winded and whatever, I'll leave it so. And with that said, I'll see you. Please comment in the comment section how you feel about all this confirmation after so long of Ali Carter being a con woman. But everybody's been saying she's a con woman from ages. Everyone goes on like, although this is new stuff, like, oh wow. No, most people already knew she was a con woman already. Now people is confirming it. Okay, so if you knew before, just put that you knew before. If you didn't know, you didn't know. So with that said, I leave it right there. Take care and have a good beginning of January. Whatever you do, try and make this year work for you, for those who's been struggling, stagnated, all that craziness. Because I know exactly how you feel. I've been there myself. Try and make it work. Try and make this year do for you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't do for others that you won't do for yourself. That's how I put it, okay? No, like, just be the best you can be, and that's all I want to say. So with that said, on the Ali Carter thing, I will leave it right there. You lot tell me in the comment section what you think. If you knew she was a con artist, put I knew. If you was, I didn't know, fair enough, you didn't know. If you felt sorry for her, you felt sorry for her. You can put that all down in the comment section. We can all have a good old conversation, because I love to have a good conversation in the comment section. So with that said, I will leave it right there. Okay, see you later. Take care. Bye.